Hi, Charlene. Hi, how are you, Charlene and Lester? So happy to have you here tonight. So happy to have you here. It's night here where I am. Good day to you. Happy to have you here. Go ahead and share out for me. Invite your friends. This is just a pop up night where we're just going to have fun and talk with everyone. Thank you, those that are in the garden. Thank you for coming. As you come in, do your thumbs up for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it as you come in. Thank you. Come on in, come on in. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you. How's your day going, Charlene? How's your day going? How is it going? Are you having a good weekend so far? And do you have any plans if you have children? Do you have any plans for Father's Day? Do you have any plans for Father's Day? Do you have any plans for Father's Day? I've been hearing um, a lot of my friends, a lot of women, a lot of folks are saying that they feel some type of way for the men this weekend, especially tomorrow. They don't think that they're getting the attention they need. What's your take on that, Charlene? They don't think they're getting the attention, that the men are getting the attention they need. Someone was saying compared to Mother's Day. Someone was saying compared to Mother's Day, the men are not getting enough attention, that they're not getting enough attention. So, do you have any plan if you are a parent? Oh, Lester, you're the one here. Okay. Janelle, welcome. Thanks for having you. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm taking you for an adult, mature adult. I'm sorry. Sorry. But are you going to do something special for your father? Are you going to do something special for your father? Welcome, Janelle. Welcome. So happy to have you here. Happy to have you here tonight. You're 27. Oh, you have a long way to go. So you have a father. I'm hoping that he's still alive. Mine. This weekend is actually a bittersweet one for me because last year, this time, we were celebrating my dad. We were having so much fun with him, and we lost him 6 months ago. So it's a bittersweet weekend for me. But you know what is a wonderful thing? My father was not the easiest person. He was very hard on us, but we were so loved by him. We were so loved. And even before he passed, he knew his children loved him. He knew it. Jay Brown, welcome. So happy to have you here, Jay. Happy to have you here. Happy to have you here. It's a pleasure to have all of you in. It's a pleasure. So we're going to hang out tonight and have some fun in the palace. We're going to have some fun in the palace. So feel free to greet each other. Feel free to share the love with each other and myself. Thumbs up the live, share out for me while we have some fun. It's Saturday night. So for those of you who drink water, you can grab your glass of water. For those of you who get spirited in moderation, grab your glass. And for those of you who just drink juice, go ahead and drink your juice. I have my glass here, and believe it or not, I have coconut water. I have coconut water tonight. I love coconut water. It really helps. With this hot weather we have here, it keeps me dehydrated. So go ahead and grab your glasses, while we have some fun with each other. Before we get there, though, let's do some housekeeping. For those of you who did not know, oh, before I get there, did any how much of you saw the premiere? This is my first time actually trying it, so I had no idea what I was doing. I saw two people on. Um, Happy to have those that watched. You saw the premiere. I it I think it ended 42 minutes ago, it says. But for those of you who are new, and those of you who have been consistent with me, I have entered a food competition. And I can't say this enough. I flippantly saw this application on Facebook. I knew it was authentic because Carla Hall is one chef that I have followed from the inception of her professional career on television. I've followed her. I admire her so much. And when she started to do home cooks, she has a channel, she has several competitive show on the television. But then she came out of, thank you, Jay Brown. Thank you for all of those. I'm not running you all. I want you all here because it's only going to get better in the palace tonight. The garden is closed because it's a little nippy out there. So you all just come on in the palace, grab a chair, grab a drink, grab a friend, and stay connected. Okay? So I watched her, admire her, knew about her. So thank you, Charlene and Lester. Thank you. So I knew about her. Amel, thank you for coming, Purpose. Thank you for coming, amidst Purpose. Thank you for coming. Share out, guys. Invite others in to enjoy the fun tonight. Invite others in. Share for me. So as I said, I knew about her. I've watched her for years. And when she came up with doing a show with non-professional chefs, home cooks, I really loved that show. So when I saw the advertisement, I know it was real. So I flippantly filled out the application. And honestly, she has such a great platform. I never thought that I would be selected. And I was selected, I think it's going, the entry portion of the competition is being done now. So, the application, and then I had to send in 3 meals. And I tell you guys, I sent in 3 of the worst meals I've ever cooked. Because as I said, I never took it seriously. And they accepted me in the top 100. And now I'm in the top 10. Can you believe this? And it's thanks to you guys. No, I have not won yet. It's layered. So I won the first layer up to top 10. So I'm on top. So Ranch, welcome. Thank you so much. So I'm in the top 10 now, guys. Yes, top 10. Can you believe this? And this is all you guys doing, This is not of myself. This competition was, okay, so there's an error in the competition where they accept donations, and in the process, because she does a lot of humanitarian work. So in the process, what they have done is they accept donations. So in the process, they have put up where you can buy your votes. I have been so blessed and so favored by God that you guys were able to get in the free votes. So you have free votes every other day or every 24 hours. And you guys, I'm telling you, my family and friends help a lot, but you guys have pulled me through my neck. I cannot believe it. I remember when I was in top 50, and then I got to top 25. Then I got to 15. Now I'm top 10. I am so grateful. They need to come up with another word. I am honored. I'm overwhelmed. I am in awe of your kindness and your support. Yes, the top 5, I think they're going to go up to first and second. And I think that's when they're going to cut it off and we'll fly with us, Los Angeles. They have 2 listings for the. Okay, guys, let me calm down. So they have 2 listings for the face-to-face competition. So the face-to-face competition is where I will go either to New York or Los Angeles and cook on the television show with Carla Hall and all these other famous judges that will be there as chefs. Guys, I'm telling you, it is humbling, to say the least, that I got this far. Okay, so I'm not able to put the link in the chat because I've tried it before and it was some issue there. But what I did was, thanks to the great these champions that supports all of us here, Helena Koya, JD, Tina, Bless Life Journey, and the Goya, and the list goes on. Thank God for those people who have decided to come together and champion for those of us who just started this. So there, I was able to simplify it. That makes it easy for you guys to vote. So all you have to do is, those of you who have not subscribed to me, while you're there, it's not a requirement to vote, but just honor me by subscribing and watching. But for now, so you go on the channel Home Care Queen TV, which you're on, you're going to go in the community section. And what I've done every day, well, today I put up a greeting. What I've done every day, and I'm going to try to do it tomorrow, I always keep it on the top of the when you click over to community, I always have it on the top. So I had a greeting there for you guys for the weekend because I wanted you all to know that I appreciate you and just want you to have a good weekend. Right below the greeting, you can see for the first time I got a red banner because, as I said, it's a process. It's a process. So this is the first time I got a banner. I'm in the top 4. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that you guys are going to push me to first or second. Because I think that's where they're heading, right? That's normally how it goes. I think they're going to head to first or second to bring, because it's not just me, to bring you to their studios. So guys, even though it says top 10, and I'm honored, I am so grateful to God and to you guys for bringing me here. I'm trying to get there, okay? I'm trying to get into the top 2. I'm one them 99. Welcome. One them. I appreciate it. Do it and come right back. Do it and come right back. So guys, I'm in the top 10. Now, the email I got said that on Thursday, they will be picking the top 5. Thursday coming. You guys are going to push me there. I know it. I feel it because you've done it before. You've done it before. So it's just another push. So I got an email saying that last Thursday, I got the email that I'm in top 10, which is Thursday past. And it seems as if it's every Thursday now they're giving the results. So I know, guys, family, friends, supporters, well-wishers, I know you're going to push me there. Can you imagine me sending out a notice on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok to watch me live in this competition. Oh my God. This is the reason why I baked a cake yesterday. You know, I have my niece visiting me, and I'm telling you, it has just bring so much joy to my heart. I get my nieces every summer, and I'm telling you, I have been just having the time of my life with her. But she's special, not disability special. She's special in the way she is. She's an 11-year-old going on 111, and her parents have done a wonderful job in teaching her discipline and behavior, because I can't do spoiled kids. I can't do it. I can't. I can't do mouthy kids. I can't do it. You know, I love a child that challenges me with respect. You know, just don't say yes, 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 but the respect. And she's a very picky eater. I knew this from she was a toddler. But I did not. Her mother tried to, you have to experience some things to believe it. Her mother tried to tell me she was very picky, but in my head, okay, so she might not eat a steak, but she's going to eat a burger. This child don't eat that. She doesn't eat chicken. She doesn't eat salmon. She doesn't eat fish. You know what this child eats? 24/7 if I allow her. She will have macaroni and cheese for dinner, for lunch, dinner, supper, brunch, everything. She will have chicken McNuggets. For those of you who follow me, you'll see that last week I made chicken McNuggets for her and French fries, because I can't see myself popping into McDonald's and every time you pop in is $15 when I can do it better. So she told me, I don't think I'm going to like it, Auntie. And I made it, and I'm so glad I made a lot. It must have lasted about 3 days. you know? So yesterday she wanted sweets. And I got permission from her mom to let her eat whatever she requests. Because with picky eaters, you can't say, and I know we grew up with this, but this is their world. 2024, we are in our children's world. Our job is to structure and discipline. We can't tell them you're going to eat what I provide. You can't say that to children. Oh, Charlene, you did it. Thank you. You can't say you got to eat what I provide. You really have to try to get them to eat as much as possible. I'm hoping as she gets older that she'll become a little more flexible in the choices of food. So yesterday she wanted something sweet. And I decided I'm not going back outside. When I park the car, unless it's important, I don't want to go back out there. So I said, I really want her to have this thing because she's been such a good kid. And then I laid on the couch and I said, "You're really disappointed I'm not going out?" And she said, "Yes." I said, "What about if I make a cake for you?" And she went, "What?" I said, "I know you're addicted to store-bought stuff, but like I did with the mac and cheese, with the chicken nuggets, and you ate it, I can do it with the cake." Now, guys, thank you, Sarah Carla. Welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Yes, they don't the position doesn't the position doesn't move with the competition until Thursday. Every Thursday they do the count. So you guys just continue to vote. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Just continue to vote. And if you have your husband, your ex-husband come to visit the kids, just like him for the minute and say, hand me your phone and go and vote. Grab everybody you can. That's what I've been doing. Every time I meet a friend, I go, "Could you do me a favor? Could you go vote for me?" Okay, Janelle. So you're going to, on the channel here, Home Care Queen TV, going to go over. You're going to click on community. When you click on community, you're going to see where I put up greetings for the weekend. If you just scroll down, you will see community, and then it will show you You go and click on community. It will say happy weekend, everyone. And then you go down. You go down and you'll see it. Sarah, I I'll come to you with that. Zana. Welcome, Zana. Welcome, Zana. Welcome, 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 welcome. Thanks for being here. Welcome, Zana. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. Sarah, I'm coming to you. Yes, so you're going to go and don't cry. Sarah, why are you crying? Okay, I'm nice. I'm going to dry your tears. Dry your tears. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, 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 guys. So say hello, Sarah. Zana, say hello. Let me see if what I'm doing here is happening. Say hello. Welcome for those people that are sitting. For those people who are sitting in the patio. No, Ahmed. Oh, you did it. It is too big. This is the reason why I simplify it. This is the reason why it's not going to be able to go here, Ahmed. It's not going to be able to go here. This is why I simplify it. Oh, Sarah, if you do that, I'm going to take away your jacket. Sarah, here's what we ask. And those of us that support each other consistently, what we ask is that when you come in to our house, you're welcome. I want you here. I want you here. But what we ask is that you don't drop your link right away, because YouTube does not like it and you're going to mess up my algorithm. Okay? YouTube does not like it. I don't think this can be pinned. I'll try. I'll try. Let me try. Because remember, this link is copyright. So there's very little I can do with this link. It's not allowing me to do it. Let me see. I think I did it. Did I do it? Yes, I did it. Okay. Okay, so you go on the channel, you're on the channel, so just go over and go into the community section. In the community section, you'll see where I'm saying happy weekend, and then you just scroll down and it's right there. Because remember, this is a professional competition. They have the way they want us to share it. Sarah, if you keep doing that, okay, Amit, thank you. Sarah, please do not drop your link again. I am one of the most understanding. Ozana, what? I'm muffled? I can't be muffled. Am I muffled? Zana, I'm muffled. You said instead of that Zesta, buy a microplane and thank me later. I don't understand. I have a microplane. I just love Zesters. I have two types of microplane. Oh, I see what you're talking about, Zana. I have two type of microplane. I just love the Zester because it's a little bigger and you get more oil out of it. But I do have a Zester. I do have one. The flavor, because when guys, he's talking about the lemon cake I made. If you haven't gone over again, I did a premiere earlier. If you haven't seen that lemon cake, you don't have to leave now because I want you here, and if you leave, I want you to come back. I know he does. We all will support you, Sarah. We are a very supportive team. I will support you. And everybody in here will support you. What I'm going to ask you, not conversation with Delise. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming to the palace on this beautiful Saturday night. Thanks for coming in. You will see that we have all type of snacks. Who did that? Yes, you'll see that we have all type of snacks in the foyer. Become acquainted with each other. What I am, Sarah, as I was saying before, and let me take the time out. Normally, I don't do this because I'm very understanding. Someone got me where I am, and I am a supporter. You can ask Zana and Amids and all the people that follows Charlene, all of us, we're supporters. But while we're supporters, there are rules that YouTube have. Okay, Sarah, that you can't just come in and fill my chat with your links. I'm asking you not to do that. We will support you. That's what we do. We will support you. Should just give it some time and folk will reach out to you. And while I'm going, I will also highlight you. But please do not fill my chat with requesting folk to follow you or drop in your link. Okay. And with that said, I want you here. Okay. I don't believe in blocking people. Everybody has a right to do what they do. I have a right to demand respect in my house. Okay. So thanks for coming. I'm going to get you support. Just let me go through the housekeeping first. Okay. So, as I said, tonight is a pop-up chat. Myriads of things we're going to talk about tonight, but we're talking about the cooking competition that I've entered, and I am now sitting in the top 10 position because of the wonderful support, Sarah, that people does here. So you will get your support. Don't leave. I will pin you soon, okay? Just let me get through what I'm doing. So guys, in the palace, you could just go to community. You go to community, you're gonna see me saying happy weekend to everyone. Just scroll down a tad and you will see. The real Jane. How are you? I am doing well. I am doing well, the real Jane. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you being here. Say hello to everyone. I don't know what to do with my friend Zana. Happy you are here. Happy you are here. Going to ask you guys to continue to support the channel by giving your likes and also going over to my community and voting for me. I am presently in the top 10. And you'll find me repeating this as people come in asking, what is this about? Okay. So I'm currently in the, I know purpose. I was wondering myself. So I'm currently in the top 10 and top 5. Oh, top 5. Sorry. I'm currently in top 5. Thank you so much, Dem. I'm currently in the top 5. Guys, you got me here. When I started, I was in the first 100 out of 500 applicants. And then I move up to 150. And here is because Los Angeles, so happy to have you here. So happy to have you here, Los Angeles. So happy to have you here. So I'm now top 5, guys. On Thursday, they will announce the next stage. I think they're just going up to first and second place, and y'all are going to get me there. I will accept first. I will be thrilled with second. My goal is to get there and represent you guys. My goal is to win this competition. However, I've been watching the other competitions. And let me tell you, these clocks that they have in front of you going off, that you have to do this meal in 20 minutes, and then you have all these people around you that I'm not used to. So, those of you prayer warriors on here, vote and pray. Vote and pray, guys. Vote and pray. Now, I'm already preparing myself to be calm. I'm going to start practicing the timing. My friends are going to come over. They're going to, boom, family and friends, blessings, blessings, blessings. Nice to have you here. Nice to have you here. So nice to have you here. So, my family and friends are going to come over one by one, and they're going to start to time me in cooking a complete meal, which is on hors d'oeuvres, salad, soup, entree, and dessert. That's how I have to do it. That's how I have to do it. So, guys, get me there. Get me there, guys. Get me there. You've gotten me this far. Why stop now? Let's get to first and second, because a win for me is a win for all of us. Can you imagine the celebration? Can you imagine the celebration? Conversation with the Lees. Could you say hi for me? Could you say hi? Because I don't know. I'm trying to give you guys some quotes and I'm not seeing it here. Be real. So I'm multitasking, guys, and I'm good at it, but not when I have all this light in my face. Yes, so I'm working for first or second. I'll be pleased with first or second, and I'll go there and I will do my best in the name of the Lord. I will do my best. I will do my best. I will do my best. What is going on? Okay, I'm still trying. Okay, here it is. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, conversation. Thank you for doing that. Okay, I will do my best, guys, to represent my Jesus, myself, and you guys. But you know what? I'm also a very practical person. No, Zana, no, because time management, and you are so good with that, Zana. Time management is so important at this competition. So important. I'm going to start making my sauces on a timer. I'm going to start salad. I can do any type of salads for 5 minutes. I can do that. The first time I literally baked. I have done carrot cake. I tried to make a Jamaican rum cake once. Okay, conversation with the Lees. We're going to go into my community. We're going to scroll down after you see the greeting, the weekend greetings. You're going to scroll down, and right there, you will see. Now, conversation with the Lees. Are you guys in Jamaica? Are you guys in Jamaica? Because I'm hearing that some areas in Jamaica, they're having a really hard time. I know the Kingston area, my cousins have called me. Ochias is having a hard time. Montego Bay, they're calling saying they're getting through. Now, if you have someone in the States that you can call and ask them to go and vote for you, that's also. And they're asking for a donation, guys. Let me tell you, so far I've had over 2,000 persons voting for me because I get to see the log every Thursday. They send it to me. No one has, I think one person, and it was a family member that paid. And they said, listen, it's legal. They said we can buy more votes. I bought more votes for you, but I'm not asking you all to buy anything. There's 2 free votes, so if you vote tonight, you can vote again tomorrow night. Yes, you are. Go ahead and try conversation. You might get in quite a few. Zana, did you vote? Zana, I think you did. They're it depends on the area you're in Jamaica. I'm getting to find out. My Canadians in England and Japan and Korea and Hong Kong and Brazil and Panama, everyone says thank you. Everyone says that they've gotten, I'm just getting certain areas. So Rang, go ahead and say hi to me. Go ahead and say hi to me in the chat. Guys, share for me, guys. Share for me. Yes, you did. Okay, so it's not everyone in Jamaica conversations. So go ahead and Zana vote. Quite a few individuals from Jamaica as vote. I just, certain areas I'm getting individuals are calling, telling me, I want to vote for you and I can't. So I've encouraged them, if they have family member in the US, just send them to the page. I've encouraged them to just send them to the page. And so far, everybody has. So that's where it is, fighting to get to first or second place. And I'm going with the knowledge that this is a competition. And it's a different type of competition. This competition has judges that are counting you down, judges that are coming to you and asking you, what is that sauce you're using? I'm not used to cooking in that environment, but I'm going to give it my best. No, Zana is one of the best supporters out here. He supports everyone. So unless he had the channels lately, but since yesterday, he don't. Yes, okay. He's just a very good supporter. Not only he's a supporter, he sort of help people like me who are doing so much to keep it together here. Thank you, Zana. Keep it together here on YouTube. So he's a pillar of strength for us here. And I'm so, so grateful every time I see him on the streets, but better when he's in the palace, my smile gets bigger. See that, Zana? These whiteys are just for you. Okay, so anyone else who's having problems voting, yes, conversation is one of, it's a few of them. It's about 10 of them. Consistent, supportive. They give criticism in the nicest way. They don't offend you. He's a, yes, Los Angeles. Click on the channel. That's right. You did tell me that, Zana. It's just you did tell me that. You know what? We got to talk, because I might be able to bring you on my vertical. I'm working on that vertical situation where you can get a number of people in. My friend is working feverishly on it for me. He's hoping to get it up this week. Crossdale too. Yes. Yes. I don't want to start calling names because I don't want to leave anyone out. But there is a group of them. I'm telling you, the first time I came on here, and YouTube says I'm on here for a year, it's not true. I have a business that's on YouTube, so I guess they're checking that. They're checking the time that I've been in my business, but not on Home Care Queen. So they will just go out of their way to help you. And I'm so grateful. And I'm one person, I guess, because I've had so much debts that are close to me in the last 3 years. I truly believe in giving people their roses. I'm truly believing giving people their roses. So I will always commend them and talk about them. Not that I don't care about my other supporters, but these guys, they know the game, they understand the game, they know how to get us to go where we're going. So we have to give them props. We have to. And one of the reasons why I take so much time when I come on to talk about positive things and talk about, staying together. Because listen, over the last 3, 4 days, 7 days, YouTube has gotten ridiculous. Okay, sweetheart, I miss. YouTube has gotten ridiculous. Every day there's somebody fighting with someone. It's never going to happen here. Never. You cannot say anything to get me to react to you. You can't. You can't. My family might be surprised and listening because they can get me to react, but that's a different story. But in this particular arena, you will never be able to take me out of my character. Never. You're not that good. Never. The blood of Jesus. Those of us that has to continue and consistently, right? Conversations, you guys talk about the positive stuff all the time. Relationship is not just about a man and a woman. It's about getting along with each other. Right, Los Angeles? Right, Zana? Right, Ahmed? And all of you all that are here. Relationship is about getting along with each other. Not just relationship with a man or a woman. Janelle, so we have to lift up the positive. We have to support positive. We have to live the positives. Okay? So I will always, 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 always talk about the positive stuff because there's enough negative out there. There's enough that I don't have to have a negative to talk. Someone said, and I'll never forget it, a seasoned YouTuber said they would rather entertain one person in their chat and on their live than 1,000 people with 99 distractors. That held me. Yes, Nini Joy, welcome, 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 welcome. So happy to have you here. So happy to have you here. Welcome. And when the person said it, it struck me. They're right. They are right. They are right. And I said it before, taking a lot of dead bodies. I did that in my younger life just to be accepted and to be a part of. I just go along with things. I wish I was 60 years ago. Never do it again. I'm okay by myself, and I'm never by myself. I have God, I have family members that care about me, and I have friends that cares about me, so I'm never alone. I used to get lonesome. I don't get that anymore because I have friends and family members that are intentional about making sure I know they're there for me. Because I lost my son and it took me to a place that I never thought I could get out of. And they came alongside me. My sister, my family, my nieces, they came alongside me, my friends, all my friends. And then those that pour the love of Jesus over me, that remind me of how much I'm loved by God. And remind me of thinking about the positive thing. And now, tomorrow's Father's Day. Tomorrow's Father's Day. And this is the first time in my 64 pretty years that I'm not going to talk to my father tomorrow. We have an ongoing thing. My father he's a character. If you ask my family and the friends, they'll tell you. I will call my dad on his birthday and say, Dad, you know what today is? And he goes, Monday or whatever the day is. So on Father's Day, I will call him and I'll go, Dad, you know what today is? Oh, it's Sunday. And I go, it's Father's Day. Oh, so I had to wait for today? I have 6 of you. I can't forget I'm a father. So I miss those things. I can't call him tomorrow and get him to go off. So the time that I upon a time would used to argue about everything and fuss about everything, those changes in my life has really, really changed me. Has really, really changed me. So let's continue to support each other. Have you guys voted? Anyone having issues voting? I'm going to go into other topics, but I'm also here to get to first place. Pardon me, I do have a topic, but I would like to know that everyone has gotten the opportunity to come into the palace, head into one of the chamber that is called community, and just move some chairs to, just move them back a little, and you will see that poster hanging right there. And go ahead and click on it for me. So I mentioned Father's Day. And I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was telling me that she doesn't know if it's because she's getting older, but she feels bad for fathers. She said the support that we get as mothers for Mother's Day, even in our society. And I literally went into a store on Friday to look, because when she said it, I never paid attention to it before. She says, go into the stores. Do you see any big balloons? Do you see a lot of strawberries and chocolate? Do you see a lot of strawberries and chocolate that are hanging out the way they hang out for mothers? There are good fathers out there. Why aren't they recognized? Why aren't they recognized? So tonight, and let me hasten to say, I said before that I lost my dad. It's only 6 months. If it's that, I think it's about 5. I don't count it because it's just too hard. But I think it's either 5 or 6 months since our dad, 7 of us, and we're going through a hard time trying to just get through life without. I call my dad if I'm changing lanes on the highway. I would be getting ready for work, and I put my timer on to call dad when I'm driving. And I call him, and that man would stay on the phone. He died at 92, so he had all the time in the world. He would stay on the phone with me, and there would be traffic, and I'm like, Dad, I'm stuck here. And he says, I'm here. I'm here. All you have to do is just wait. I remember one time I called him, and he said to me, you know you're late. You should have left home 5 minutes ago. I said, what? He said, you'd have called me 8 o'clock. It's 5 minutes after 8. And you're just leaving home, So when I talk about fathers, I'm cognizant of the fact that there might be those who are hurting because you have lost your father. Don't click off. Don't click off. This is not a mourning. This is a celebration of their memories, the ones who have gone on, and a celebration of the time that we're still having, those of us who have our fathers, our husbands, or children's father. There's a saying that says, the person that makes the most noise get the attention. And guys, that's true. This is why negativity tends to float on top. This is why negativity tends to float on top like oil. But we can get through it. We can get through it. We can get through it. I'm still trying to build another avenue because I just started to get an angle on dealing with my son's death. And then here comes Dad. Dad was my rock when my son died. And now he's gone. So I've built a life around his pain somewhat. And now I have to try now and come up to build another, So it doesn't have to be all negative that they're gone. And I also am cognizant of the fact that there are those that does the relationship with your dad, whether it's abuse, physically, sexual, mental. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. So this is in no way depression zone. No, not in the palace. However, because we're hurting, don't mean we can't celebrate someone else. And this is how we get through the pain. And if there's anyone in the chat that has gone through any type of abuse with your fathers, I am sorry. If they're alive, try to make amends. Try to make amends. And I'm not talking this out of my cap, you know. This is not something easy to do. What I'm saying, for your sake, make peace with it and confront the issue. Now let's go over. For the husbands that are on here, and the fathers that are on here, and the husbands and the fathers and the stepfathers that are going to be watching this. Oh, thank you, Zana, that are going to be watching this. I celebrate you. I celebrate you. I want to know that you're seen. You're heard, even though it might not see that way. You're seen and you're heard. You're valued. You're valued. And I would encourage the women and the daughters and the sons in your life to let you know that. Start anew tomorrow. Start tomorrow by saying to your partner, I see you. Saying to your dad, I see you, Dad. I hear you. You get on my nerves, but I still see you, hear you, and love you. Because parenting is not easy for anyone. So I think we need to be a little more appreciative of fathers. There is this fallacy, and the air seemed to be pregnant with it, that mothers are father. And tomorrow you're going to hear this ridiculous statement. Congratulations to the mothers who are fathers. No, they're not. They're mothers. Congratulations to the women that have to carry this burden on their own. Or single mothers, we honor you. We respect you. It's not an easy task that you're doing, but you're not a father. You cannot grow a male organ or a male brain. But what you can do is do your best. Align yourself with good men, decent men, male family, friends, to give your child that area in their life that is missing, a physical father. I am so sick of that term. Oh, I'm a mom and a dad. No, you're not. Maybe that's, you know what, let me shut up because I want you all here. Maybe we are our biggest enemy. Maybe we are our biggest enemy. You know, I am divorced, and I always make sure that my kids know that your dad is a good dad. He's a good dad. He's a jackass of a husband, but he's a good dad. And they had struggles with their father. They have struggles with their father, but I encourage them to be there for him. I encourage them to be there for him. I encourage him to be there for them. Don't know if he listened because they're no adults, but let's stop spreading this propaganda and feeding this fire about women are dads. No, you're not. No, you're not. You are mothers. You are parent that has to do dual roles. Has to do dual roles in parenting, which is hard. Parenting is one of the hardest things we can do. Okay, Lass. Okay. Parenting, and let us encourage our friends and encourage our spouses and our kids' dad. Let's encourage them tomorrow. Let's encourage them tomorrow. Let this be the first time they feel like, oh, she took some time. Don't lay in bed tomorrow until 12 and then you get up and the first thing you start doing is the housework, and the next thing you do is the laundry, and then you're on the phone with your friends, and then you haphazardly, dinner is ready. Happy Father's Day, dear. Let's not do that to them. Let's not do that to them. And whether he gave you something for Mother's Day or not, it's not a swap. Being kind to him might just bring him over next year and you get a diamond. Because what we put in is what we get out of relationship. What we put in is what we get out. Sometimes we put in more than we get. We have to come to terms with that. But Father's Day. Father's Day. So Father's Day tomorrow. Let us do better. Now I'd like you guys to tell me if you think that fathers, KM Plays, welcome. Thanks for coming. So nice to see you in the palace. MO Music, welcome. Say hello to everybody. Give me your thumbs and share out for me. So guys, can you drop what are you going to do tomorrow for that father in your life, or your children's father, or your husband? What are you going to do tomorrow? What are you going to do for them? Drop some ideas in the chat. What are some of the Don't give them a tie. I'm going to beg for them. No socks, no tie, no wallet. Can I beg for our men tomorrow? Maybe I should have done this on Wednesday because maybe you already shopped. But can I beg for our men? Guys, no ties, no wallets, no socks. Don't even give him a shirt this year if you haven't gotten it yet. Don't even give him a shirt this year. You know, probably this time, take him for a walk, spend quality time with him. For those who have problematic, especially those parents that are sharing custody, those parents that you have to navigate. He's in one home, you're in another. He just might come over tomorrow, or he just might call you and say, could you take the child? And let me tell you something. Women, we can be ridiculous, you know. If the man call you tomorrow, or if he called you already, or if he's going to call you tonight and say, I'm bringing over John because I'm going out. Please, guys, please. Take John. He's yours too. Take him. You're welcome, KM. Oh, that's okay. So Zana got a whole thing. He got a whole farm going on. So he's going to go to church. He's going to plant his yam and feed his animals for Father's Day. Not a bad thing. Zana, you have children? I don't remember if I've asked you this. You have children? Ladies, whether you're watching me now or you're going to watch a replay, it's a reason why you all split. We know that. Been there, have the t-shirt, and I have a hat too. Do not use the children. That is something I could not do it because my parents would never, my sisters and brothers, my friends would never support me keeping my children from their father. They wouldn't. I couldn't even breathe that. So stop using the children as a pawn. Stop using them as a pawn. And tomorrow, do something special for that pain in the rose garden. Show him some daffodils. Shock him. Be nice to. He don't do nothing for the kids, Miss Home Care. I know he doesn't. But but breathe. Okay, Sana. But I know he doesn't. I know. Listen, I'm not telling you. Oh, great conversation with Elise. Her husband is blessed to have his birthday. What a blessing. Has his birth. I know I met one of your daughter, not met. I saw one of your daughters several times on your life. I know you have grown children. That is an honor, Father's Day and a birthday. Can't ask for better than that. And she's saying she's going to honor his request by going live. Okay, I will surely look out for that. It's going to be fun. I love your platform, Conversation for the Least. I used to participate a lot. I dropped back a little because the subject that you talk about, I'm very passionate about it. Not because I'm divorced. Okay, KM. Okay, okay. Okay, I appreciate that. Not because I'm divorced. I am not the poster child for divorce. I would, marriage works. Even though mine didn't work, I have sisters and brothers that are married so long, I am still amazed. I have a sister, I think this year she's doing, what am I talking about? Tomorrow. Hold on. No, 2 days from tomorrow, she'll be doing either 39 or 40 years. Have another one. I think she's heading into 41. Then I have another one. I think she's heading into 26 or 27. So marriage works, not because mine didn't work. I'm not the poster child for divorce. Marriage works, and when it works good, okay, Charlene. When it works, it works. It takes work. It takes two people. Okay, Nini. It takes two people. One person cannot want it and the other one doesn't. That's when it breaks down. When one person wants it and the other one is dead mentally. And then they go out there and they just mess up your life. But marriage works. And this is the reason why it's ordained by God. And because it's ordained by God, this is the reason why Satan fights marriage so much. So parenting and marriage was supposed to be inclusive. But because of life, we have children without before marriage. Children are a blessing. The avenue they came through, they're not responsible for it. Children are a blessing from God because they're married people who wants to have children and can't. However, the Bible is asking us to do it that way. So your platform conversation, your platform is I watch now a lot and don't participate, but I am there. I am there. I love what you guys do. I love your openness. I love your openness. Kim Plays and all you guys, Emo Music Academy. Emma, what happened? Emo Music Academy. Drop a hello for me, please. Emo, drop a hello. You guys, if there's anyone that you are not connected with, you have my permission to go ahead. You're welcome, Conversation. You have my permission to go ahead and connect with the folks that you are not. Okay. Yes, they're a blessing from God. Children are a blessing from God. It's our disobedience and carelessness that gets them out of marriage. They're not responsible for it. They should not be punished for it, and they're still precious in the sight of God. Okay, so let's remember that and honor. Did Sarah leave? I didn't mean for her to leave. I just didn't want her to keep dropping so much links at the same time. She dropped like 4 in less than 3 minutes. That was not my intention, but it's what it is. So let's think of the men tomorrow. Oh, thank you, Conversation. Let's think of the men tomorrow, or men. We need them as women. We need them. We need them. Guys, we need you. We love you and we appreciate you. You are messed up just the way we are. And we appreciate you anyhow. Okay? So let's make a difference tomorrow because I don't know what it is, but there's a lot of chattery, especially in my circle, going on about the neglect of fathers and Father's Day. People are becoming more conscious of it. I think it's because probably we are being more intentional about how we live our life, that we're thinking outside the box a little more frequent, if you wish. You know, life has thrown some stuff at us in the last 5 years with that thing we had. And I think some of us have gotten more appreciative and more empathetic towards the needs of others. And I think that's why we're hearing, I mean, from Wednesday, I talked to some friends and they're like, it's Father's Day and I wish there was more. Even in my church is on, during this time of the year, we have a lot of camp. And oh, Kim, you're here. Good. And the camping is a spiritual rejuvenation and also moral support and fellowship. So our church has been running on a skeleton crew, if you wish, for the last 2 weeks for those people who traveled 2 hours away. I didn't. And one of the things that was of a concern is that today would have been our Father's Day celebration, and that we would not have had the opportunity to celebrate them today. But we made a conscious decision to do it next week. We made a conscious decision to do it next week, to let them see, the men in our church, the fathers in our church, to let them see that we see you. We see you and we appreciate you. So let's, let's light the fire from where we are, because change only happened with one person. Martin Luther King and all those great people, the heroes of Jamaica and other countries, if one person didn't step out, no change would have been created. Now I know that there are people who are so critical of people who speak up, who are willing to advocate and take things that are not right and speak about them. Yes, there are those out there, but don't let them shut you up. Don't let them shut you up. Someone. Yes, Zana, this is, yes, I'm telling you. I think it's commercializing Mother's Day made Mother's Day famous. They said it's the number one spending holiday beside Christmas is Mother's Day. I think because it blew up so much commercially that it seems as if nobody, no fathers, no men championed their cause, Father's Day. It was a woman who made Mother's Day. She did not create Mother's Day. It's coming down from Catholicism. Holy Mary, Mother of God, and you know. But the idea is to appreciate the woman for her hard work in rearing the child, bringing the child and rearing them. But fathers did not bring the children, but they should help rear them. Vivian, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, Vivian. Welcome, Viva. Welcome. Pardon me if I just messed up your name. Blame it on the head and not the heart, okay? Blame it on the head and not the heart. So I think because women, we tend to come together and get things done. Men tend to sit back and just let it go, allegedly. So it could be that there was not enough attention given, but it's not too late. Start in your house. Start in your house. I don't remember the last time I called my children's father since he remarried. I haven't called him on Mother's Day, on Father's Day. And I think I'm going to make an effort to call him tomorrow because I believe in leading by example. I did not call because the kids are adults. Since they became adult, I see myself as no reason to be in contact with him. But I think I'm going to surprise him tomorrow. I might not call. I might just send a nice text to him and wish him a happy Father's Day. So for those of you who is hard, send a nice text. Send a nice text. You want an example? Your children are the joy of my life. And I just want to wish you a happy birthday. Sorry, a happy Father's Day. Something positive. Yes, we know. I know. What I'm saying is, we're going to come out of that comfort zone. We're going to stretch ourselves in sending a text. If you have not sent a text to your father, if you have not sent a text to the baby's father, thank you, Angel, thank you. If you have not sent a text to your father or your baby father, if it's hard to speak to them on the phone, thank God for texting. And again, to break the ice, focus on the child or children that you have for them. To break the ice with your dad, say, Dad, I'm here because you are my father. You see where I'm going with this? You see where I'm going with this? See where I'm going with this? Because listen, it's not easy. One of the things that I oh, God of mercy. I don't know what I'm going to do with this guy. Zana said he dare one of his children's. I guess probably she's not watching me. Zana, probably she's not watching me. Zana said he dare one of his children's mother to text him tomorrow. I love this guy. I love this guy with the love of God. You want, okay, conversations. Thank you. You see what I'm saying? So you would rather a call instead of a text, Zana. Okay, I feel you. I feel you. I'm looking at it as like, listen, woman, you done did me wrong, and not tomorrow. Not tomorrow. But conversations just, okay, Angel, conversations just fix it up for me. Conversations just fix it up for me. So basically, Zana wants a call. Zana wants a call tomorrow. Viva V, say hello for me. Say hello in the chat for me, please. Viva V, say hello in the chat for me, please. I appreciate it. So Zana, you want them to call. See, conversation? Can't do without you. She's a relationship guru, okay? She's a relationship guru. Thank you, Viva. She's a relationship guru. So what I didn't see, she saw. You want a telephone call. Okay. Conversations, we are not winning this one. He said, call who? Oh, so you want a visit then, Zana? Zana wants a visit. Who else on here? Okay, so your ex-husband or your child's father, you're not in a good place with him. Would you, and be honest, I'm not going to publicize it. I'll even delete it for you. Who on here would, for the first time, if you haven't done it before, text Vivi, he said call. He said they better not text him and they better not call him. So I guess he wants a visit. He wants his flowers and his ice cream and to just sit on the tree and just bask in her in her companionship. KM, are you married? And if you're not, do you have children? And do you have a good relationship with their mom? Just drop it in the chat. Vivi, he doesn't want a text. And conversation with the Lees suggested that he probably wants a call. It's probably he wants a call. And he said they better not call him. So I am going to go for the next one. He wants them to come over with the flowers, bring ice cream, and they just sit on the tree and just enjoy each other's company. So you are going to cook for you and your kids. Okay, Zoe? Okay? Okay, Azana, I got you. I got you, man. I tell you, you're a character. Next time I come to Jamaica, you got to find a way to meet me. I know you said you live very, very far. And when I go, I generally go to Ocho Rios. A few times I've been to Kingston. Generally stay in the Ocho Rios area at the border of St. Mary and Ocho Rios or the hotels in Ocho Rios. But I tell you, I was supposed to be there next month, but I won't be able to make it. So, but when I come, I would really, really love to meet Zana. And I would love to meet conversation with the Lees too. I would really love to meet them, but I don't know where you guys live. And I know I don't go far. I stay at the hotel or stay at the guest house. But I tell you, I would love to meet you in person, Zana. You're a brain splitter, but a good one. So Vivian can't call you either? Vivian, you can't call him either? Okay, conversation with Elise. You probably might be able to call. I think I can call him and get him. I don't think, because I don't have children for him, and conversation, you don't have any either. We don't have any cyber kids for him either. But I think I'll be able to call him and wish him. Vivi says she'll call him in her dreams. He might answer, Vivi. He just might answer. He's a hard nut to crack, you know. He's a hard nut to crack. He's a hard nut to crack. But, you know, we love him. We love him. Conversation with Elise says, if all his children's mother come by, they will be bangaram. I just learned that term from the Andre Stevens show. At first, when he said it, I Googled it. Google didn't give me, I would not tell you what Google said. Oh, you're in Kingston conversations. Okay, the only thing I've done in Kingston is shop. I've not stayed there. But I had my 60th birthday. Well, I had 3 celebrations. I had one here, and then I flew to Kingston. We had one at my cousin's. She lives in St. Catherine, Old Harbor. So we drove into Kingston to shop for the party. No children ties me either. So we drove into Kingston to shop for the party. But as far as staying in Kingston, I've never stayed in Kingston. My aunts lived in Kingston when I was a child, and I used to visit there a lot. Pembroke Hall. I spent summers at Pembroke Hall, but as an adult, no. But and the next opportunity I get to come to Jamaica. I was supposed to go next month with my sister. I'm not going to be able to make it. But the next time I'm going to plan and see if we can meet each other midway. I would really love to meet you guys. That would be a banger. Can you imagine conversation? Met up with Zan, all of us. Okay, he says he got them disciplined. Zana say he got his kids' mothers disciplined. Okay, okay. So again, is there any mothers here or daughters or sons that tomorrow you will think about texting that parent or that father of your children that you can't get along with? Would you text them tomorrow and say, just want to wish you happy Father's Day because we have some beautiful children? And would you text your father to say to him, I'm here because of you? Would that be something that you would try to do if you have a very difficult relationship with them? And the reason why we're talking about this is because mothers are becoming more conscious of the fact that the fathers are not being celebrated enough. So I'm thinking, what are the things we can do to sort of shed a broader light on fathers? What are the things, we can do to shed a broader light on fathers? What is going on here? What are the things we can do? Drop it in the link. Yes, I'm telling you. I was supposed to be there next month, but I'm not going to be able to make it. But I am hoping. Travel and Frank, welcome. Thanks for being in the palace one more time. So happy to see you. Because of you, I have a bigger and wider sight and smile. So glad you're here. Welcome. I hope you love it here. Feel free to connect with each other. And get to know each other. Yes, conversations. We have to do some link up. I blessed. I think she lives in Aruba or somewhere. People like those I would really love to meet. Would love to meet them. But since Jamaica is the stamping ground for a lot of us, Travel and Frank, welcome. So glad to see your smile. So glad to see you. Thanks for the hugs. But whenever I'm coming, I'm certainly going to link you on your channel and see if we can do a link up. So, anyone else? Frank, are you a dad? What is this? Are you a dad, Frank? Yes. Are you married? And I'm not being intrusive. What we're talking about is it seems as if fathers are being neglected on fathers. Stigma boss! I'm gonna faint. Stigma, welcome to the palace. You are married. Okay. Do you think, Travel, do you think you get enough appreciation, or for lack of a better word, attention for Father's Day? Gifts? Do you think, is your wife one of the few Like Conversation with the Lees, that go out of their way to make sure, go out of their way to make sure that you feel appreciated. Does your wife do that for you? Because we're sort of conducting a non-poll. You know, does she do that for you? Does she make you feel validated on Father's Day the way you make her feel on Mother's Day? Do you feel like, okay, my wife goes out for me the way I go out for her for Father's Day? Stigma boss, you have children? Yes, yes. See, guys? See, guys? But do you think then, Frank, that we should do a little more? We can do a little more as a broader society. As a broader society, do you think we can do a little bit more? Stigma, are you a dad? Are you married? And again, this is not to be intrusive, but just to support the conversation we're having. That men are not getting the amount of attention that women get on Mother's Day. Men are not getting it. There's not enough time put in to celebrate our men. Viva. Yes. So, Stigma, are you and their mom at a good place where she will celebrate you come Mother's Day, come Father's Day? Are you in a good place with her? Or you know what? Honestly, Conversation with Elise, y'all grab Zana for me. Grab Zana for me. What woman would take money from your wallet and go out and buy a gift for you? Most of us women, we take money from our purse and buy your gift. Unless you have a stay-home wife. And if you have a stay-home wife, she should be given her own pocket money, so she should be given a monthly budget for herself. Then she doesn't have to. Your kid's mother doesn't celebrate Father's Day. Wow. Is that a religious reason? There's no religion that stops that. Okay. Okay, I understand. So then, Stigma, do you feel left out, or does the children do it? Is it enough that your children does it, so it's okay that the mother doesn't? Are they big enough? Girls love their dads. So are they big enough? Zana, if you're married or if you have a relationship that you're committed to each other and you live together, and she's a stay-home supporter, she takes care of the kids, she takes care of you, yes, you should give her. You should give her some pocket money so she don't have to go in your wallet. You should give her money. So, your kids are small, Stigma. So then the mother doesn't celebrate Father's Day. Is it a part of your religion, so you're okay with it? Or do you feel like, left out, so to speak, in your friend group or in your, family, that there's no celebration for you? So what we're trying to say is, Susanna, yes, yes. If you have someone that stays home to take care of the kids, and you are the financial provider, she should. Oh, I read it wrong? That got me in trouble once, you know. Clarify it for me, Zana. Clarify Stigma Boss text. You said I read it wrong. Because that thing got me in trouble the first time I did. No, I got it. That's not true, Stigma. I'm sorry. I love holidays. I will celebrate a leaf. The only holiday I have never celebrated, I've never celebrated Halloween and would never celebrated that holiday. I know you guys don't have that in most countries, but I would never celebrate. I would never celebrate that because what they're telling me that it means makes no sense to me. So I've not even with my children, I allowed it. But I will celebrate a leaf. I love celebration. So Father's Day was big for me when the kids was growing up. I lay out the red carpet. It was a big thing. Big thing for me. And most of my family members too. Father's Day is big. So stigma is saying that part it's a part of most women religion not to celebrate Father's Day. I think there's some woman that says too for Valentine's Day, Stigma, that yes, it is travel. That's why I don't even go near it, man. I have a sign on my door every October. I love you, January through September and then December. I still love you today, but please do not ring my bell for candies. Because imagine, and I know I'm going off track a little bit, imagine you raise your children to tell them not to take candy from strangers. And then you dress them up like a jackass, carry them around and begging candies from strangers. How confusing is that to a child? So I don't celebrate it. I don't celebrate it. But every other thing I celebrate. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love it. So in order if there's a wife or a partner in your life that does not work, in order for her to have spending money, you have to give it to her. Husbands, men, have to give it to her. And it's not to go to the market, and it's not to buy the kids' clothes, and it's not to buy a new pot. No, it's for her. You decide, you and her sit down and decide how much, if it's even $50, but something for herself. Because if she was out there working, she probably would make more money than you. Sorry, I didn't say that. That was my twin that said that. That's my alter ego that said that. That's not me. You see what I'm saying? So if the person does not work, giving spousal support when you're married, it's a good thing, not just when you're divorced. Because I always wondered, the court gives spousal support as an example to tell you that if your wife does not work, you should. I'm not saying to give her the whole paycheck, but give her something, Zana. Give her something, that way she does not have to go in your wallet to buy a gift for you. Travis says, Viva, I have connected to you. Okay, Viva said, go do not return for 24 hours. You will lose that, okay? Do not go on his channel at all for 24 hours. You'll lose it. Okay? Thank you, Travel. Continue, guys, participate and support each other. So that's how it is. So for Father's Day, we're gonna be intentional, right, ladies? Right, kids? We're gonna be intentional for Father's Day, and we're going to follow conversation with the Lees and do something special. And do not listen to Zana and Travel. It was a Travel that said it, or Stigma. Stigma says that for the most part, Father's Day is not celebrated. Is not celebrated by women. It's against their religion not to celebrate Father's Day. Not all of us. Not all of us. So I'm here to say to you, yes, Viva, don't do anything. Let that stick, okay? Let that stick. So we're saying to you that there are those of us out there who values you. Who values you? Okay. Sorry. Listen, Zazan, listen. I am just encouraging. Yes, ask him what religion does. It's a congregation of the mean woman. But like I was telling him, listen, Trevor, I was telling him that some women can say that about some men on Valentine's Day. You don't give flowers because flowers is dead. And could that be also a reason why women tend not to, it seems that some women don't pay attention to Father's Day because of how they're treated? Are they treated good? Are they acknowledged on Mother's Day? Are they acknowledged on their anniversary? Are they acknowledged on Valentine's Day? I've heard this. That I've heard this. Oh, she knows I love her. I go out every day and come back home to you. Yeah, we know you love you, but we want some action with it. I understand, Sigmund. This is why I'm having this conversation tonight, to open an avenue of thought and possible change, that there are females out there, because it's proven by the surveys that has not paid enough attention to their husbands or their kids' father. And that comes with a myriad of reasons. Maybe the woman herself does not feel appreciated. Maybe she does not feel needed. Maybe you are not present. Your presence is there, but you are not present. And now that I say that, maybe we can do one more thing for them. Tomorrow, use less cell phone when we're around them. Tomorrow, listen. Tomorrow, when we're around our men, let's be intentional and give them full support. Let's give them full support tomorrow. And stigma, you missed it. The part where we said that. No, you didn't. That's why you said they don't celebrate it. The part where we said that if you have never contacted your father because of the relationship, that maybe tomorrow you can do something different and surprise them and send a text saying, Happy Father's Day. Because of you, I'm here. And if you have a child's father that the relationship is difficult, you could text Happy Father's Day. We have 2 wonderful children. Just something to make a difference this year. Marlon is out of control. You hear me? He is completely out of control. Yeah. You see, we don't know everything, so we try to give what we are taught. And that's why I said what I said. So tomorrow we're going to celebrate our fathers. We're going to celebrate our fathers. We're starting from tonight, thinking about all the stuff we can do for them tomorrow. And I am advocating, and if you have not done it yet, don't do it. Don't buy socks. They're tired of socks. They're tired of wallet. They don't wear ties anymore. The pants now are so tight that save your money. You know? You know as that Jesus loves me, this I know. Stigma, conversation with the Lee, Charlene, all of you guys, I need your help. Los Angeles, travel, I need your all help. Somebody grab this man for me, please. Says who? Says who, Mr. Zaza? Says who? Zana says who? I understand stigma. I do. I do understand. And this is why I'm saying, can we give an olive leaf tomorrow just with a text to shock them? You know, sometimes when we do things that people don't expect, I'm learning that late. Sometimes when we do things that people don't expect, we shock them. You know, Ozana is stigma. Stigma, there's a chair in the corner down the hall in the palace just before you enter the dining room. Could you just put him to sit there for me? Just put him to sit there. He is so out of control. Huh? Since that came in, he's saying since eggplant came in, most women feel entitled as you call to them. You start to hear about their financial problem. I don't know what woman you meet in that. Zana, I don't know what woman you're meeting. And I'm sorry that you have that experience, because there are those of us out here. Men are running from us because they're saying we're too independent and we're too strong and we're too beautiful. So they're running from us. My back is tired, guys. Sorry. So they're running from us. You know, because of their insecurities, they're saying that women are too independent and they're too strong and they're too beautiful and their teeth is too pretty and their eyes is too pretty. So I'm sorry you're meeting those that as you meet them, you hear about their financial problems. I'm sorry. Why stigma? Why? Huh? Why stigma? Why? Why stigma? Sometimes you guys need a little help. Some, not all. Not all. You know? But I swear I'm gonna put him on timeout. He is so out of control. He is so out of control. I don't know what to do with him. I've come a long way with Xanadu. We're no friends. I remember one time, oh my Lord. But I've come a long way with him, and this is the reason why we have to be patient with each other. You know, I've learned how he rolls, and some days I roll with him, and then other days I watch him roll, and that's why we get along. No, don't hold on to it tight. I need you. Stigma, why do you say that? Conversation with the Lees. Says who, Stigma? Says who? That's not true. Oh, Trevor, I was trying to tell you that the religion that he's talking about, I was trying to tell you about it. Huh? Says who? Stigma, says who? It's not true. It's not true. I think more conversation needs to be added in the circle so that if there is an issue with that, it diminishes because remember, we just don't need your presence. We need you to be present the same way you need us to be present. You see, the person need to know that you see them and you hear them. They need to know that you see them and you hear them, and maybe that won't be a competition. Because not all women are into those things. So maybe it won't be a competition. Is Conversation with Elise still here? I want to hear their opinion on this. Vivi, what's your opinion on what Stigma says and Zana says? That's different. Yeah. Well, living with a person does not mean, Travel, that's admirable of you. Living with a person does not mean that the person feel loved, Travel. There's a difference. I live with my couch, but I don't love my couch. I like it because it's comfortable. It's pretty, makes the house look good, but it cannot speak back to me. So there's no love there. So living with a person does not mean they feel loved. It just means you're under the same roof and you're married. There's so much folk that are living like two cousins that came from different from different generations. They're just in the space, but there's no community. I'm not saying this is the way it is for you, Travel. I'm not saying that because I'm commending you that your wife feels your love and your presence always. But I'm saying that because you live with someone doesn't mean that the person is feeling loved. Unless the person voiced to you, unless the person voiced to you, but if there's no conversation, you're just assuming that they feel love because you're in the space. There's companionship, there's roommate, and then there's love. You can be still married and behave like a roommate. 30 years, that's the way to do it. So as long as you know that you know that you know that your wife knows that she's loved, that's that's marriage. That's marriage. But there's a conversation out there sometimes that says, oh, she know I love her because I came home. Says what? No. She doesn't know you love her because she came home. You come home, you could come home because you can't pay rent anywhere else. She knows you love her because you told her. You not only show it, but you say it. As women, somebody said to me once, do I have to reassure you for you to know I care? And my answer was sometimes yes. Sometimes yes. Not all the time, just sometimes. Just sometimes. Because marriage, as I said before, Travel, marriage, there are good, healthy marriages out there. There are good, healthy marriages out there. But assuming, like some people do, that because I'm married to him, he knows I love him, so it's Father's Day and I don't have to do anything. We can't assume that anymore. We have to stop it. Okay, women and mothers, the father of your child, I'm sorry that's your experience, Stigma. And that's your reality. And I'm so sorry. And you're not the only one going through it. And I'm so sorry. But like you said, the rest of them out there, they're good women out here. They're good women out here. Okay, sweetheart. Okay, one them 99. One them is saying anyone visit her, she'll be back in 24 hours. Okay, guys? The thing is, we cannot, just like how we cannot assume that our children knows that we love them because we feed them and give them a roof over their head, we can't assume that our partners and our spouses know that we love them unless you say it. Yeah, that's a long time stigma. And for him, I love when men talk about their marriages. There's something about it for me. When a man talks about his relationship, it sinks in more with me than when a woman. Like I go on Facebook and someone's anniversary, and the wife has a whole page how wonderful he is. And then he comes out and says, today's our anniversary. Happy anniversary, honey. That always bothers me. You know? That's a wide statement, Travel. It seemed that way. Like I said before, the emptiest barrels make the most noise. The you hear more about what is wrong with relationships than what is working. You hear a lot more than that. And I am a Jamaican woman, and I have always respected the persons the person in my life. They know it. I have the t-shirt. The respect is there. And even though I'm divorced, the respect, 27 years of marriage I did. The respect was there until it had to leave. And instead of creating havoc, you separate. You go. That's not what the Bible wants. But if you cannot live together, and if the relationship is so far gone, what are you going to do? You know? So it's not that Jamaican women are not dedicated to that. Because if you read up Conversation with Elise, I think they left. If you read up, I wish you would chime in. If you read up Travel, Conversation with Elise are married for years. And tomorrow is her husband's birthday, and it's also Father's Day, and she has prepared. And she's an example of the good ones that are out there. Stigma, that's not true in all situations. It's true in the situation that you find yourself. What? Love is two-way. Love me and I love you. And women stick in their lane and men on theirs. What? That's a whole, you just dug up some answers that I don't even think you realize. What is our lane, Travel? Stigma, that's not necessarily true. But then again, that is your experience, so I have to respect it. Come on, people, like up the live if you haven't done so. If you are in the chamber of the chapel or you're just lounging around, come on, guys, like up the live. Like up the live. It is hard to find good spouses. It is hard, male and female. It's hard. And one of the reasons it seems from listening to social media and listening to the news, it seems men have become scared of women who can stand on their own. And it seems, okay, one of them, I'm coming to answer that. It seems there are good women out here. The difference is that you have to be secure within yourself. Not all women are codependent and have no focus in life. And those that are, some men don't want them. Some men don't want them because they think that they're too independent. Okay, Zana is on the road. Fred, haven't seen you in a long time. Thanks for gracing me with your presence. Thank you, Fred. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for gracing me with your presence. I appreciate you. See, so when a woman will meet a man and say, this man has all the principles I believe in. He shares similar religious views with me. He shares similar needs with me. He has the same family, structure and way of family like I do. Men, on the other hand, you will meet a nice woman, and because she drives a truck and not a donkey, you get so timid. You get so timid that you're afraid to venture into that lane. When a good woman will, a good woman will marry someone, date someone that they see a life with because of what the person stands for. They're hardworking. Because believe me, one of the things that I could never do unless you're sick, one day I'm coming to you. One of the things that I could never see myself doing, that's why I don't understand how people meet people online in other countries and date them and then bring them here and you have to give them green card and they sit down at home and you go out and work. Are you kidding me? I don't care if you work at Burger King, but you have to work. Yes, travel. African women, but they're changing though, they're changing travel and one them. They're changing now. African women are not like they were in the past. Women are evolving. Women are growing. Women are opening their horizon. Remember, women are 10 times faster to go to college than a man. So the way African women, I've been to Kenya. I went to Kenya 2016, the time of my life. I have Kenyan friends. When they first came here, the first 6 months, they were very docile, doesn't speak. And once they start to go to college, they become different. Why? Because their knowledge base is opened. So one of them asked about submission. Let me tell you something about submission. People don't understand what the word submission means. To submit to someone is one of the sexiest things. Hold on, guys. To submit to someone is one of the sexiest things. It's one of the sexiest things. But before you submit, you have to feel respected. We have to feel loved. We have to feel like we are partners. You're not up there and I am down there. And as you said before them, you says women must have their role and men must have their role. What does that mean? Because if I can go in the kitchen and make fufu, you can too. You can too. If I can go in the kitchen and make fufu, you can. I can have the babies. Well, I can't anymore because of my age, but I can have the babies. I can keep a good house. I can keep you looking good. I can keep you well fed, and I can work. I can do it all with your support. Submission is a sexy thing, you know. Zana, what am I going to do with you? Zana said the only way a woman can stay in his house and don't work unless she's a paralegic or have a baby. And I tend to agree with you. I tend to agree with you. You see, the fact that I have an education and I work does not stop me from being a woman. The fact that I'm strong and independent does not stop me from being a woman. What I've come to realize in my life, the way I was at 20 and 30, I can't be now. As a strong woman, and I realize this in my 40s, as a strong woman, I believe in advocating for what is right. I stand up for what is right. I'm going to defend you if you're right. I'm going to support you. But one of the things I realize is that I have to pull back a little and show you men the most sensitive side of me. I cannot, and I think that's sometimes what gets mixed up. I think that the way I am in the boardroom or in the classroom or in the farm or in the housekeeping job that I have, I cannot be like that with my spouse. Education and work change their mindset. Not, I don't agree. I respect your opinion, but I don't agree. What we need to do as women, I was talking to one of my daughter about it. When you're strong and educated and you have a voice and you know you have a voice, you're confident in who you are as a woman, and you have someone that supports that, it works good. But if you don't support me and you see me as a threat because I'm strong and educated and beautiful, you see me as a threat, then that's when insecurities build up. But if you see me as a partner, you see me as your partner, your lover, your friend, and I feel that, I will submit to you in a heartbeat. Shabak TV, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. You see what I'm saying? In order to have your spouse be submissive to you, you first, as the man, has to be loving and caring and gentle. I understand, Fred. But what I'm saying is that you can't throw out the baby with the bathwater. You have to hold back the baby so you can gather more water. I'm saying if I feel loved and appreciated and seen and understood by you, I will submit to you. And I'm telling you, I have friends, we talk about it. We will submit to you. But what we will not submit to is a dictator. And that's where the problem lies. That's where the problem lies. Nobody's going to submit to someone who does not respect them, who does not give them the affection they need. Do you just see your spouse and you just tap them on the shoulder and say, hi, babe? Or tap them on the rose garden and say, hey, I see you? These are the things. Do you just come home and expect everything to be ready when she herself? Them 99, hold on. Women have to submit. Something is blocking there. There's no competition in relationship if you love the person, Stigma. How am I going to compete with someone? Women have submit theirs. Women have to submit theirs, no, but, or it won't work. I understand, guys. Travel, Stigma, I understand. But what I'm trying to say is you can turn it around by the way you behave. You can turn it around by the way you behave. You can't meet a woman, or a woman can't meet a man and tell him, you have on brown shirt and I want you in blue shirt. Get to know the person first. Those are cosmetic things. I said it before on one of my chats. If you like a woman that wears her hair naturally, wear minimal makeup, don't go and pick up one that the weave is sweeping 10 foot off your house. And that is it. If we're true to ourselves, we'll get what we want. It takes work. You have to be true to yourself. If you like a slender woman, don't go and pick up a woman that is 5 pounds when you want one that is 2, thinking you can put her on a diet. No, you can't. No Jamaican man mislead me, my friend. No Jamaican man mislead me. That is that one. That one is not even something I can conceptualize. That we cannot compete. We cannot compete with the people we love. Each one build one. I want the best for you. You want the best for me. We're going to support. If you want the carpet to be red in the living room and you come to me and you say, babe, I know you love that brown carpet, but I really want to change it out to red. What do you think? You give her the opportunity to share. And if you give her, you just don't go out and buy a red carpet and come place it in the house and says it's there because I love red. Let's have a conversation. And I think that is the breakdown. The breakdown is slave driver, slaves. No one wants to feel like that in a relationship. The system is made from man down. Women respect their boss more than their man. Again, I'm sorry that that's your experience, but I've had male bosses. I respect them because they sign my paycheck, but not more than my partner. They sign my paycheck. So if they say, I want you to go down to Franklin Street, I have 2 clients down there, I need you to see. What am I going to say? No. They pay me. But if my husband come in and say, I would like you to go to the market. Thank you, Shabak TV. If my husband comes in and says, I'd like you to go to the market, I'm thinking about chicken today for dinner. What are you thinking? The conversation has to be reciprocal. It has to be a partner. It's a dance. You can't just come in and tell me what you want like I'm brain dead. Thanks for connecting to each other, guys. Thanks for connecting to each other. Appreciate it. Thanks for connecting to each other. In order to get respect, respect is earned. It is earned. Stigma, I am sorry that's you guys experience. I am sorry that is you guys experience. I don't know where you all are meeting this woman. I'm honestly, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you all are going through this. Her money is her money. So you're in a relationship with her, and her money is her money to do her nails, and your money is to do everything. Then what happened during the dating, during the courtship? Didn't you all talk about these things? Didn't you all talk about these things during the courtship? You know what I did in my marriage? And I would do it again. I sat down. I was working. He was working. While we were courting, I pity Jamaican man. He was working and I was working. And we both, our salary was like just that much apart. So we both could afford to take care of each other. One of the things that I say to young people today, if it's not even young people, to people, women my age who are looking to go into a relationship, especially women my age, you're seeking a partner. As long as he's out there living on his own, paying his own bills, he has his insurance, he has his pension, you're out here living on your own, you have your business, you're taking care of yourself. If the two of you decide to merge, he's used to taking care of himself, you're used to taking care of yourself, you make an agreement. The money that I had before I meet you, I'm going to separate that. We're going to now open an account together, because that money before I meet you has nothing to do with this relationship. Those are things you talk about. What do you mean she works and her money is hers and your money pay all the bills? That's selfish. Again, I understand Fred, but I'll continue to say, I will continue to say, let me pause a minute. Is there anyone here under 1,000? If you're under 1,000, let me know so I could pin you and have people visit you. If you're under 1,000, let me know. Stigma, what I'm simply saying to you, you cannot put a professional relationship with a husband. They're two different things. They're two different things. Okay, Janelle, thanks for letting me know. They're two different things. You cannot put a working relationship with a husband. They're two different things. Okay, guys, Janelle Mack, she's on the pin while we converse and socialize with each other. Go over and give her some love for me. Go over and give her some love for me. Thanks to all those who are connecting with each other. What Travis said? He's trying to get all the Jamaican men to come to Kenya. They're trying to get there too. Don't worry, you don't have to do much. You don't have to do much, but they're going to have a pleasant surprise, because Kenyan women are changing too. Kenyan women are changing. They want a voice. They want a voice. They're going to other countries, marrying other cultures, and they are being supported, marrying other cultures. It's all over YouTube. 21, 25-year-old live on the farm in Kenya, and then they marry to a rich Caucasian man and move to a suburb with the Bentley and the Jaguars. They're doing it too. People can say they're going after the men money, but that's another scenario. I'm not going to that. So women are change makers. Women grows faster than men. It's known. That doesn't mean you can't find a companion. What it means is that you got to own your securities, work on them, be open with the woman, likewise the woman, be open with the men. If you do not want a trade man, do as a professional woman, do not pick up the trade man and then disrespect him. Don't do it. You see, so it's both ways. It's not just a woman. Oh, woman is this, is woman is that. You guys cannot live without us, and we cannot live without you. Who watch too much Hollywood Wives? No, I don't watch Hollywood Wives. It's real. Women all over the world are looking for Eastern men because they want to feel equal. They want what comes with it. No, you're saying don't marry anyone in Kenya. First, you say come to Kenya. You see, the thing about it is, if we see each other, if you love someone, you're not going to disrespect them. And we cannot say, I have very few male bosses, very few. And I think I would more, I think I would be more supportive of a male boss than a female boss because they drove me nuts. They nitpick everything. And the few male bosses that I have allow me to think, allow me to use my brain and my education. The female bosses that I had, they were just airplane bosses. They can't let you think. They're always at your desk. Do this, do that. So you can't mix work with relationship. What? I don't behave like anybody. I behave like who God makes me to be. I behave like who God makes me to be. Guys, remember there's a pin link. Remember there's a pin link. Let's support her. Let's support her. I don't behave like no Kenyan woman. I behave like who God makes me to be. Hey, KM. What? Are you for real? Or you? I'm being punked, right? uh, nobody wants to be, nobody in their right mind wants to be like anyone. We want to be who God make us to be, and all we're asking for is respect and love. That's all we're asking for. Travel, respect and love. That's all we're asking for, respect and love. Janelle, I can't find you. We're asking for respect and love. That's what we're asking for. So you can't mix work with relationship. And the other thing too is whether male or female, don't leave the baggages at the airport at baggage claim. Try to work through your pain, male and female. Try to work through your pain, and not because Jack or Susan did you something doesn't mean that Tom and Mary gonna do the same thing. Take people for who they are. Get to know people. People tend to just jump into relationship now without any foundation. Get to know the person. Spend time with the person. Get to know the person and spend time with them. Work out the differences that can. Let me tell you, sometimes the red flags are like the Red Sea, and we ignore them because of we want to settle. I'm getting old, or society say I'm 35 and I need to have a child, so I'm going to marry him. Sometimes I'm going to marry her. Okay, Janelle. I'm going to marry her. Sometimes we just got to get to know the person, spend time with them, laughing, talking as you meet the person. You want paradise. Then when you get paradise, you lose interest. The system is not made to divide people. The system is not made to divide people. People divide because of pain that they have not let go. Because of pain that they have not let go. You let go of the pain and you get to know the person. Get to know them. Spend time with the person. Talk to the person. But you take me out for steak, and then we go out for steak at 7 o'clock, and 9 o'clock you want hamburger out of me just because you bought me a steak. Well, don't buy me. Let's go for a walk. Let's go for a walk. Let's get to know my mind and my heart. Travel, you're leaving? Happy Father's Day again to all the fathers here. I hope your Father's Day is everything you want it to be. When woman is given power over man, that's it. Make man a woman. I'm sorry. Again, one them, I'm sorry. When Stigma is leaving. Okay, Stigma, nice to have you. Nice to have you. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Drink a coconut water on me. Okay, drink a coconut water on me. What I'm saying is, if you love someone, you cannot compete with someone you love. You cannot compete with someone you love because you're building each other. I have your best interest in mind. You have my best interest. This stupidness about 50-50. When I only get 50 from you, who gets the other 50? You come with your whole being, 100% of who you are. Bring it to the table. Bring 100% of who you are to the table. But if you're holding back 50%, who do you plan to give it to? Bring everything to the table. Your emotionality, your weaknesses, bring it to the table. Let's work through them. Bye, Stigma. Thanks for coming. Right, there's no 50-50. So who are you going to give the other 50 if you don't give it to your spouse? Who are you going to give it to? If you don't give everything of who you are to your spouse, who are you giving the rest to? Yes, travel completely destroys relationship. There's no such thing. You come with God accepts us as we are, right? He says marriage is an example of who he is, right? So if I'm coming to you, I'm giving you my all once I have gotten to know you and I feel safe with you. Guys, let me tell you, when a woman feels safe with a man, likewise, when a man feels safe with a woman, you can get anything out of them. Anything. Yes, Vivi, what, 50%? No, I want the whole thing. I'm sorry. I didn't go to kindergarten, so I don't know how to share. I want the whole thing. Because you are giving me 100% of who you are. You're giving me 100% with all your faults, all your negotiable things, and I'm giving you 100% of who I am. Once we get to the point that we put away the small stuff and stop make them an issue, the role of a relationship is you for me and I'm for you. So if you come home and you see that the laundry needs to get done, the both of us work, throw them in the washer, put a powder stick in it, start the machine until I get there. If you get home and you see food is there to cook, start to cook. Why are you sitting down waiting for me to come? I'm tired too. The man is the head. The man is the head if he acts like the head in the relationship. Thank you, Zana. The man is the head in the relationship when he takes the responsibility to respect his mate, to honor her, and to have her as his partner. I cannot be a man. I don't choose to be one. Yes, in 2024, I could wake up today as Mary and tomorrow I'm Mark. I know that, but I choose to remain who God makes me. And because I stand up for myself and I speak up doesn't mean I'm a man. It doesn't mean I'm a man. It doesn't mean I'm a man. But if you want me to be submissive, just let me feel secure, loved, and appreciated. Once you do that, you got me. You got me. You got me. Because women want to talk instead of just following the leader. What are you playing? A game in nursery school? One them? You're playing a game in nursery school? What do you mean follow the leader? What do you mean follow the leader? I'm talking here because this is my platform. But I don't like nagging. I'm not yang, never was, don't want it. In a relationship, I said it before, that I don't want to use my time arguing with you. I want to use my time with your hugs, washing the dishes together, doing the laundry together, going out for a walk together. The amazing, welcome, welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you so much. When I date someone, I'm not looking for a boss. I'm not looking for a boss. I'm looking to get to know you. And as I get to know you, and as I feel safe with you, and as I feel that I could trust you, then I'm at rest, knowing that you want the best for me and I want the best for you. And as the head of my house, I will give you the respect because you are giving the love and the respect to me. But I'm not just going to give it to you because you're a man. No. No. Vivi. No. And this is why dating is important and getting to know someone. I don't care what age we are. Stop let things, church and biological clock and what people will say decide how much time you take to get to know. You can never know someone. I mean, I have sisters and brothers. I don't know them all. I don't know how they think all the time and what they will do and won't do. I know what they'll do and work in front of me. But when they're behind me, they're grown. So once you get to know each other, once you let me feel like I am the queen in your life, it's an open playing field. I don't want to go back into my divorce. I spoke about it already. But what happened was something I could not live with, and I left. I left. But he is a good man that made the wrong choices in life that I was not going to live with. So he let himself out of my life. Yes. You're in a relationship because you love the person. So what you're talking about, you must have your lane and I have my lane. We're on the same lane. Because when you're married, it says you're one. Isn't that what the pastor says? Or the courthouse or wherever you go? You're now one. So why would you treat me bad if you're not going to treat yourself bad? The same way you treat yourself, you treat me. You're not in control because you wear a pants. We're each other's partners. It's a dance. We're going to get off kilter sometime, but that's what makes it fun. Because then you sit and you talk and you come back together and you remember why you are together. This marriage works. When it doesn't, it doesn't. But it can work. Oh, Zana, you're gone? Thanks for the time you spent with me. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you, thanks for your input. What? How? Explain that to me, them. Them, explain that to me. Well, alcohol is only a problem for persons who has alcohol as a problem. If you have a drunkard, there's not much you can get out of that. That's a very difficult relationship to navigate. Likewise, an addict, a drug addict, porn addiction, gambling addiction. Those are terrible, terrible relationships because those men or women will never see themselves as the problem. They'll always blame the other person. You can't build with them. You can't trust them. You can't plan with them because if they get a hold of the funds, they will sell down to the pot in the house. So that's a total different ball game. We're talking about other type of relationship. That's right, amazing. If you have an alcoholic as a spouse, you need to sit and talk to the person and seek counseling and treatment right away because they will never accept it. If you have a gambler, someone who's addicted to porn, you're invisible in that relationship. The only thing they care about is the next gambling and the next movie and the next bottle. But the relationships that don't have those issues, they have other issues. Immaturity can be weed out in a relationship. And again, the amazing you just got here. I was saying, when we meet someone, stop this next week and chill and get to know each other. Go out, spend time with the person, get off the phone, say, meet me, let's go for a walk. Get off the phone because they can tell you anything. You listen to these relationships on YouTube. Man meet woman, 2 weeks after, $5,000. 2 days after the $5,000. Oh, my car broke down and the cat dead. Another. Women meet men. Don't know the men from Adam. They can't talk to you on the phone unless you buy them credit. When you buy them credit, they can't even come on FaceTime because the camera on the phone not working. When do we wake up? Relationship cannot last when you mix alcohol and other addictions in it. It can't. Because the addiction takes over the person. Who you're dealing with is not who you married. That's the worst relationship to be in. A gambler, an addict of any sort, that's the worst. You can't save, you can't plan, you can't do nothing with them. They don't see you and they will suck the life out of you. So that's hard. But that doesn't mean That doesn't mean that we can't have other relationship. If a person is an alcoholic, you will know that. You will know that. You will know that, and right away you get rid of that relationship. You have to know when to walk away. If you're dating someone and 10 o'clock in the morning they're drinking, 3 o'clock they're drinking, 2 o'clock, when you go out, before they get to the restaurant they want a drink, that's the River Nile painted in red. Then you have to evaluate and see if this person. Some friends can destroy relationship travel. That is true. Some friends, not all. Some friends can destroy relationship. That's why you choose your friend wisely. You choose your friends wisely. There's some people who, Miss Lynn Kids, welcome. So happy to have you here. So happy to have you here. Welcome. So happy to have you here. This is why we take the time to get to know each other. If you're dating someone and every time you go around them have 6 and 7 people, 9, 10, 11, 12 people around them. Every time there's no time for you. You're with them and they have to answer the phone every 10 minutes. Then you have a discussion. You have a discussion and you say, I would like some attention. Because, when you talk to some women, some of us love to hear, What? No woman is ever done with sex. She don't want him. Them? No woman, even when she's 99, she's ever done with sex. She doesn't want the man. When a woman or a man start to avoid that, the bus has left the park. She is done. She's done. She's done. Women do not go into relationships the way men do. A man can meet a woman, not every woman, not every man. Some men can meet a woman and within 2 hours he lay up in bed with her. Some women can do it too because there's a profession for that. But I'm talking about healthy women. They develop a friendship with the person. They develop a trust over time with the person. And then, no, I understand the African culture more than you think, Wandem. I understand it. It's cultures is something I respect, but that doesn't mean that it's the norm. It's just that particular culture. But I'm telling you, outside of that culture, no normal, wise woman would want to bring another person in their relationship unless they're sick. And there are people that do it, but it ends up ruining the relationship. It ruins the relationship. So I know that in some cultures it's the norm. I know in some cultures it's the norm. But me, even if I was born there moving, I am moving. I'm not sharing. I didn't go to kindergarten. I don't know how to share where that is concerned. Yeah, I for one, we all have to know what we want. Age appropriateness in dating is important. For my age, even when I was 20, I knew what I wanted. I don't care if you came with the house on your head, the car, on your shoulder, money in both hands, and an aeroplane at your feet. I don't want you if you drink, if you smoke, and if you're into drugs. That was just me. And I'm still that person. I've had people say to me, I love you. You're so nice. I'll stop drinking for you. If you didn't stop drinking for yourself, why you think I'm going to trust you to stop for me? No. This is why you talk to people and you get to know them and you let them know this is my non-negotiables. I will negotiate everything except alcoholism, addiction, certain type of lifestyle. I don't want it in my life. I don't entertain it on a friend level, and I don't entertain it in a personal level. Thank you, Travel. When a woman decides that she doesn't want you, the relationship is over. It's done. I don't care if she's 199. It's over. It's done. It's done. This myth about women don't want sex after 60, that is one of the biggest fallacy I've heard. After 55, a woman become her best sexual self. Her best self. Nothing flops, nothing fades, nothing stops. We don't have anything to flop. And this foolishness about, oh, they're not enjoyable anymore. You don't know how to please her. Thank you, Kay. You don't know how to please her. Menopause, children pause, tree pause, car pause, lies you tell yourselves. A healthy woman don't have those things to deal with. When you go through the changes, biological changes in your life, it's just for a season and then it passes. And while you're going through that season, you find another way to copulate. You find another way. You find a different way. You find a different method. She's your wife. He's your husband. Okay, guys. Janelle, how are you doing now? Let me know your numbers. Have they gone up? Guys, remember Janelle? This 10 wives thing, glory be to you guys. I'm glad I wasn't born in those countries. You'd never have a wife. Never. You would never have a wife if I was born in those countries. Never. I'd be single and happy. No, not going there. Not going there. That is playing school. That is playing school because you can't manage them. So what you do, you set them up to fight with each other out of frustration. No movement. Come on, guys. Janelle needs your help. Let us get her up to at least 15, guys. Please, those of you who have extra houses, let's help Janelle, guys. Get her up to at least 5. Where is she now? Let's get her up to 515, guys. Please, 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 please. Come on, guys. We can do it. We have done it before. Come on now, guys. And remember, I'm in a cooking competition. You go on the page and you go to my community, scroll down, and you will see the information to vote. You don't have to vote to pay for a vote. If you look in it, you will see that you have 2 free votes every 24 hours. So go ahead and support my channel, guys. And remember to support Janelle. Please, 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 please. What, them is underage? Travel is not underage. No, Travel has been married for years. This is for him. Because he can support the positive side of it. He can support the positive side of it. Guys, like up the live, please. Like up the live. Happy Father's Day. Any fathers that just popped in, happy Father's Day. I hope tomorrow will be everything you expect it to be. Happy Father's Day. Dem, you're going to help her tomorrow push her channel. Okay, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, but I'd love her to get some help here too. I'd love her to get some help here too. Dem, do you have any extra house can help me? You have any extra house can help me with watch hours? Oh, you're just starting too. You're looking for, I cannot see that. I'll see if it goes up. Trav, what you say you're looking for what? Dem, I'm in your house. Let me know if, Janelle, I couldn't find you, but when I come off, I'll search for you and I'll go over and help you also. Janelle, you know what you can do to help me, Janelle? Because I can't find you. You can go on my channel, watch something, and leave a comment. That way I find you easy, okay? What's something? Oh, you're looking for watch hours. Now I see it. Okay, me too, darling. So I'll go over and I'll watch some of your videos. You do the same for me? You do the same? Yeah, I'm working on watch hours. Boy, that thing is hard. But I'm not, I'm not in any rush because I don't have tonight. I plan to be on here. I don't have 2 and 3 hours to be on. So watch hours are hard for me. I don't have 2 and 3 hours to be on, but I plan to be on tonight. One, to thank you guys for supporting me on the channel. And also thank you for supporting me with this cooking channel. I am in the top 5 and I am trying to get to first or second. Okay, Dem. I think so too. I think so too, Dem. I think so too. Okay. So to thank you for supporting me on the cooking competition, go in my community, scroll down one, you'll see there, vote for me, please, please, please. Can you imagine, guys, if I announce that you guys can see me in the competition live on my channel? Can you imagine that? Just the experience of going there is exciting for me. I'm going to win, but I'm also cognizant of the fact that cooking under that much pressure can be hard. So just the opportunity to go is already something I'm looking forward to. It was nice to meet you too, Travel. Thanks to all of you who have been here. I don't even know how long I've been on. Let me check. Thanks to all of you. I appreciate you. And I will look for you on YT Street. And I am a supporter. Yes, Travel. Vote for me, please. All of you guys. No, Travel. We're grown people here. And on this channel, we don't take things serious. There's no disrespect in anything you've said. Cultures are different. Cultures are so different. Relationships are different. And you are very respectable in your communication. So you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, Janelle, everybody's planning to look for you in the streets. Guys, I cannot share the link here for the cooking competition. Remember, these things are copyright. They gave me in a certain order, and I was able, thanks to some great YouTubers, showed me how to get it on my channel in the community section. It was very, very hard to do it, but I was able to do it. So go in the community section and you'll see my name, my government name is Muriel Melville. Yes, that's me. Go ahead, put your votes in, leave a comment so I could know that you voted. So if I have not connected to you through that method, I'll be able to connect to you. If there's anyone on here that I have not connected to, but you have connected to me, Blame it on my head and not my heart. I will leave a comment again and let me know so I can support you. If I don't know, I can't support you. Okay, I try to go through everything every 2 days and connect with everyone. But as human beings, we forget sometimes. So let me know and I will. Okay. Thanks a lot, guys. Let me see how long I've been on. 2 hours. God, no, I can't go to 3. I can't. 3 is a lot. Unless you all keep me here. Thanks for coming, guys. What's the minimum? Janelle, who knows? What's the minimum time we can stay on? It has to be 3 hours minimum. Travel, do you know? Oh, Carlene and Lester, are you still here? What's the minimum for us to stay on for live? Are you still here? 2 hours. Okay, thank you so much. Okay. Okay. So, guys, thanks for coming. I appreciate you guys. This was a fun chat. I enjoyed the different views. I'm sorry that some people are going through such a hard time with relationship, but forgive yourself and relearn to trust. And if you want a companion, you will find one. Don't be too picky, but be vigilant. If you meet someone online and you speak to them and they cannot talk to you on FaceTime right away within 10 minutes of calling them, block them. If they can speak to you on FaceTime, but you're calling them and they're telling you, I can't stay because I'm running out of credit, block them. I don't understand for the life of me how people can work so hard and throw their money away in long distance relationship. Once a person start to ask you for money, guys, cut off the relationship. You're not getting anything out of the relationship. They're not there to hug you, go for a walk with you, and comfort you. So why should you send them money? The cat is dead. The dog never come home. They didn't come home before they met you. They didn't come home before they met you guys. Please, I'm begging you guys, if there's anyone on this channel that is looking for a partner, there's nothing wrong with it. But if you start to talk to someone and all they're interested in is money, or they say to you, you don't have to send me anything, that is a clue to send me. There are some who don't ask you for anything. Close your purse. Watch them for 6 months because they cannot keep it up. They cannot keep it up. They are going to break. They cannot keep it up. Don't send any money to anyone, because I asked somebody one time, would you send that $3,000 to one of your children? But you send it to somebody you haven't met. Be careful out there, guys. Be careful out there. This dating world has become so difficult. Why? Because people are not willing to go. Why would you meet? You're 64 years old and you meet a 30-year-old in another country. And you think they want you? No, they don't. They want your money. They want your money. I'm so tired of seeing it on YouTube. I'm so tired of people sending it to me to talk about. If you meet someone next door and in 2 days they ask you for money, would you give it to them? So why would you send it across the pond and the river and the lake and the stream and the bridge? Hold on to your money. You're not getting anything out of them. They can't comfort you. They can't even take you to get a pizza. So why? I'm imploring you guys on my platform, in my palace. Everyone that desires companionship should have it. But here's what I did. I spoke about it before. I got myself involved in community service, humanitarian work. I go out with my friends. I go for walks. I go mountain climbing. I learned to ride a bike until I messed up my knee and now I cannot ride. So I had to sell it because I didn't want to be tempted and go on it and destroy my life. My knee is a mess. I'm going for treatment on Monday again for this knee. Get yourself involved. Connect with your kids that you have not connected with. Focus on something else beside yourself. The Baking and Cooking channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So happy to have you. Good morning. Did you have coffee yet? Did you have coffee yet? If you didn't, there is coffee in the palace. You can have coffee and scones or toast, whatever you need. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm saying, and this is something I told myself I wouldn't get into, but if you know the amount of texts I've gotten from people asking me to talk about it, needing a companion at any age, there's nothing wrong with it. Here is the problem. Becoming so desperate that you give away your life savings to some stranger. You're welcome, Bacon. You give away your life savings to some stranger. Give me some thumbs up, guys. Give me some thumbs up. For those of you who have not voted for me in the competition, go in my community, scroll down, and you'll see the information. Do not pay to vote. You get 2 free votes every 24 hours, okay? I'm in the top 5 right now. I'm trying to get to first place. Thank you for your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In this palace, I want the best for you. Do not allow yourself to become lonely. I know that feeling. I've been there. And I had to wake up because lonely people attract the wrong crowd. You sell your soul for fantasies that will never mature. Never. These people will. How could you be in your 50s and 60s? Late 50s and 60s and think that a man in a foreign country that is 28 and 29 and 30 want you as a wife? Are you kidding me? And you take a plane and you go to Zouk and you meet them and they keep you in the house or they keep you in the guest house because they can't let their friends see you. Then they make up all type of excuses. I want to spend time with you because I love you so much. Love your pocketbook. And if you're going to meet someone and you have to pay the hotel, you have to buy the food, you don't go. Men are natural hunters. Let them hunt you down. Unless you want a son or a daughter. You want to raise children at 60? Do you know how hard it is now? It's not like back in the days. Be careful out there, ladies. Be careful out there, gentlemen. Do not become so desperate that you destroy your entire life. Thank you, Bacon. Do not become so desperate. You have the little brother sitting in your church. He's been sitting back there for 40 years. You watch life changes with you. And now that life has changed and you're single, he's beckoning to you and you pay him no mind and you know him. You hear his testimony. You know her. You hear her testimony. You hear her in fasting service. You hear him in fasting service. You know how much he loved the Lord. But because he does not look like GQ, GQ is not existing anymore. He become GK. So make him into your Jiku. That's cosmetic. And that's half of the problem we're having today in relationships, you know. We want them ready-made. And that's why we're losing our houses, we're losing our money, we're losing our mind, taking up all these people from God knows where and becoming their mother. Half of these men in other countries who tell you, especially my country, Jamaica, I can speak about that one and no allegations. It's a fact, it's all over the news. They don't want you. When they tell you that they have, oh, my baby mother and I broke up. Your baby mother and I broke up because you called them at 3 o'clock, so 2:45, they broke up with the woman. Or half of the time, they're sitting right there with them because you're going to Western Union and they're going to help them pick it up. So true. So true. So true. There's so many hurt people out there from relationships that they're cold, non-emotional. Find a hobby. Spend time with your friends. Spend time doing something. Take care of somebody else. Go volunteer to shelter. Volunteer to food bank, and you'd be surprised to see how fulfilling that becomes. You have a purpose. Find a good male friend. Someone that you know in your church. You know, I told somebody something once. Miss Linkits, thanks for staying with me. Thanks for staying with me. I told somebody once, you see the little brother with the pants that can barely fit him? Oh, I'm still working on them, Len. I'm still working on those watch hours. Still working on them. Still working on watch hours. They've gone up though, Lynn. They have really gone up. I think I passed 1,000 now. So they're doing good, Lynn. Thank you for your support. Thank you. I woke up this morning, I'm past 1,000. I need 3 more, 2,000 and change now. So I'm doing it. Thank you, Lynn. And I followed you. And if you notice, I put up a longer video. If you notice, I put up a longer video since you spoke to me Thursday night. So thanks for your support. Thanks for constantly pushing me. I appreciate you. Okay, guys, do not allow yourself to become so lonely. You know what? I listened to a woman on a channel. And when the host asked her, when was the last time you took a vacation? This woman worked for 25 years and took 3 vacations. Yet she picked up $30,000 and said and gave a 30-year-old and she's 62. Do you know the type of vacation she could have? From anywhere to Paris is $10,000 for a 10-day stay, hotel, everything. So you work, and then you take your money. One woman, she built a house in 6 months. And the man did not put her name on the title. And she's trying to sue him now and she's having a hard time. Why? Because the relationship law. Okay, that's nice to know, them. That's nice to know. Thanks. The relationship law is so different. If you meet someone and you spend a certain amount of time with them, you share companionship, you share meals, and you decide that you're going to give them a diamond bracelet, and they take it and walk, you know you can't take them to court because you gave it as a gift. And the gift that you gave it as did not have speculation like an engagement. If you're engaged to someone and the person broke off the engagement, you have to return that ring because the idea was they got the ring so you could get married. Unlike a regular relationship where you meet a man or you meet a woman and in 10 days you send your life saving, there's nothing to get back because you decide to do that without specifications. That is true, Bacon. That is so true. And this is the reason why we have to, both men and women, we have to be vigilant. We have to accept ourselves. We have to know what works for us. And we have to, during COVID, you start with that again, this woman movement thing, them. Woman movement has nothing to do with it. People are dishonest, they're just dishonest. If people are dishonest, they're just dishonest. Can you imagine if there was not a change in how women are treated, that I couldn't be speaking to you now? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? We're human beings too. We're human beings too. We have a brain, we have a voice. Nobody should shut us up. And when I say shut us up, I mean bridle us so we cannot speak, so you can feel powerful. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about disrespect. I would not be here to meet you if the woman movement did not come in, a smart woman come in and says, we deserve to be heard. There's nothing wrong with the women's movement. Like everything else, the telephone, even us here on YouTube, there are people that all they do is fight on YouTube. That's not what YouTube was made for. But in everything, there's a negative. But the better piece is that we are given the opportunity to be human beings and participate in society. There's nothing wrong with that, then. Again, I'm sorry that you have had that experience. Women, we don't want to take over. We don't. We want respect. We want shared responsibility. And we want you to lead if you respect, love us, and care for us. Then you can lead. But if you're coming in as a master and expect me to bow to you, it will never happen. That's all we're saying. Women are not men. Are you kidding me? Do I look like a man to you? A man is this cute? I never want to be a man. I don't want a responsibility. I love the place I am. I love my place. God gave me this right. He gave me the right to survive. He said he wish above all things that will prosper and be in good health. God gave me that right, not men. Again, we have to keep things in context. We're not talking about MBA here. We're talking about relationship, respect, feeling whole, feeling seen, feeling acknowledged, feeling wanted, and feeling that you are present with your presence. We're not talking about that. We're not going into that because that's something we can never solve. That's something we can never solve. This world is not fair. The trails are not equal. It's not round. It's hilly. So you take what is yours and you leave the rest. I can't sit and worry about what MBA does. And that's not my thing. My thing is to make sure that those around me feel respected. Make sure those around me feel respected and feel appreciated. Of course, we can be wrong. Of course. And when we're corrected in the right way, we flourish. When we're corrected in the right way, we flourish. We love you. We embrace you. But when we are pushed down is when you get the pushback. That's all I'm saying. We love you. We want you. We want you. We don't want you to go, but we're not going to be abused. That's all I'm saying. And again, I don't get myself involved in those things, then. I don't. If I am supposed to take up every social issue, it will make me an angry person. So I pick what is mine and I leave what is not mine. Okay, Lynx. Okay. Are you on now? Are you going on now, Lynx? And one them, I respect your openness. I respect. I did not say I only deal with what works for me. What I said is I choose the baggage I carry. I choose the baggage I carry. There are some I leave at baggage claim, and there are others I carry. I cannot carry everything. It will make me bitter. It will make me miserable. Been there, done that, got the t shirt for it, don't want that anymore. Thank you for sharing and being so open. I'm learning a lot from you. So the conversation is not in any way being diminished. I'm just saying that I choose to let go of some of the things that can create resentment and anger in my life. Of course, them. Of course. Yes, Bacon. And we were talking about that before you got here. We're talking about Father's Day. And we're saying that I feel that fathers are not given the attention that we get, both from a commercial standpoint, a societal standpoint, and from our partners. I feel that, you know, we need to put a little more into celebrating them. And for the woman who has to raise children on their own, I don't believe that a mother, I don't support that argument that a mom, like tomorrow you'll hear a lot of this propaganda. Oh, I'm a father and a mother to my kids. No, you're not. I said it before when I started. You are a parent. You are a parent. There are times that you might have to do dual roles, in that you might have to play catch with your son or chess with him, but that does not make you a man. What I suggested when I started is to find a respectable male figure, your cousins, your brothers, your uncles, someone respectable in the church. Don't leave your children with strangers. Let them be around you until you can trust the situation. But there must be someone, in a male figure or a female figure for the single fathers, that you can make that person be an example of what a good father figure should be. But in no terms, because you're raising your children on your own, your father and mother, you're a parent. That is true. That is true, the Bacon. And I said it before, and I'll repeat it for those who are just coming in. Because your situation did not work out does not mean that every woman is like the woman you have your experience with. And because your situation did not work out does not mean that the man is your last experience. And I think sometimes this can be the issue, in that we don't deal with the pain, we don't own it and take care of it. We carry it with us, so we leave it at baggage claim. Use some of the instances as a guide not to repeat the same thing. But carrying the anger with you, withholding the child from the mother and the father because you want $20 and you get 5, stop it. Stop it. The best advocate you can be is for your children relationship with their parents. When they're grown and they decide to do what they want to do, bless them and leave them. But when they're under your care, if a child as an adult don't want to visit, it's hard, but we have to accept it. They are now grown. But if a man wants to see his child tomorrow, let him see his child. Let him see his child, because you got Jack laying up in the house with you with his child, and Jack can take his child out whenever he wants, but he cannot see his child because you're no longer together. Ladies, stop it. Stop it, please. Stop it. Men, stop it. Kids are not pawns. So let this be a change this Father's Day. I suggested before that if you have a relationship with your kid's father and it's muddy, tomorrow just shoot a text saying, "Happy Father's Day. You gave me 2 wonderful children," and hang up. You don't have to continue to shock him or her, because it's your kid's father, and at some point you laid with him and you loved him. You laid with him and you loved him. And you're now with somebody else that has all free range with his child. Come on, grow up, people. Tomorrow, make tomorrow be the best Father's Day for some father who is having problems seeing his child, some mother who's having problems seeing their child. Yes, I know, as a single parent, it is hard. But when they reach out, share some mercy. You know, Miss Kitty once said, I admire so many things about that woman. We all are flawed. We all make mistakes. But you know what she once said? One time he was the prince and she was the princess in your life. Go back to that memory and let the man see his child. Let the woman see her child. And for those of us who has no parent figure, no father figure or mother figure, kudos to you. Kudos to you. Continue pushing forward. Continue pushing forward. But a woman can be a man if she goes in the LGBTQRSTUV community. But if you are seeing someone else and you have a child for a different person, allow the person to see their child. Yeah, and you know, we can't live on all the negativities that go on in our lives. And that's what I was saying to one them. We can't live on all the negativities that go on in our life, because we'll never grow, we'll never learn, we'll be miserable. People won't want to be around us. People won't want to, every time you open your mouth, all you can talk about is the person that hurt you. Isn't there more to life than that? There's some people that are divorced for years. And when you meet them, the only thing they can talk about is how hurt they were. So you punish yourself from living free and enjoying life. And this person out there having a whopper of a time. Let go of the pain and try somebody else, or stay alone. Yes, happy Father's Day to all fathers out there, good, bad, or indifferent, because without them, we would not be mothers. But especially to those who are standing up to their responsibilities, kudos to you. And I'm encouraging mothers. I'm encouraging fathers. Stop using the children as a pawn, as a bullet for each other. Stop it. Thank you, Miss Links. Thank you. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Life is too short. Life is too short. So, guys, I'm going to end in the next 5 minutes. And I'm going to request again, anyone who has not voted, go in my community, scroll down, you'll see a link. I'm trying to get into a cooking competition, and it has layers of different things I have to do. One of them is having people vote for me that doesn't know me. Okay? Family and friends and associate. You have gotten me from 100. I went to 50, 25. Now I'm in the top 5. I'm trying to get to first place or second place, guys. Get me there. Continue to support me as I do the same for you. I'll say, if there's anyone here that has linked me and I have not linked you back, blame it on my head and not my heart. My intentions are good to support each and every one. So leave me a comment on my link. Thank you, Cooking. Leave me a comment and I will follow through. If I don't have a comment, I don't know that you support me. I try to go through the whole list, but sometimes I don't have the time. So if you come in and you watch one of my videos and you support me and I did not return, it just means I did not see it. So drop something in the comment and I will reciprocate. I thank you for being here with me. Hope to see you again in the palace. Have a good night, have a good day, have a good afternoon, and let's continue to support each other. Let's continue. Okay. Let's continue to support each other. Let's continue to create the change that we want. Let's first create the change in us. Have a good night. God bless. Happy Father's Day to all the wonderful fathers out there. Happy Father's Day. Can't wait to see you back again in the palace. Be well.